this one tonight, Smitty. Everyone has had this circled on their calendars. Two great teams and a bunch of star power on the floor.
Well, this is what the NBA is all about. There's always, Kevin, we love the game, but there's certain teams and certain matchups that you look in the calendar to see when they're playing. That's when you get your popcorn and you get ready. And those guys, they live for big games. Don't let them fool you. They all say each game is the same, but they're not.
Good insight. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Lowry can't get it to go. Here's Durant. Off the left rim and out.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Up top, Leonard, defended by Durant. Lowry against Curry. 6 to shoot. The shot by Lowry, no good.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
Lowry against Curry. Looney kicks to Durant. Shoots over Leonard. Durant, no good. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Los Angeles. Now, Green. 9 points last game out. Lowry inside the line. And the Raptors miss again. To the inside. Green passes to Curry. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Love the work Steph puts into his game. Accurate from every spot on the floor.
Now, here's Lowry. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry looking around. Bounce pass from Durant. Fires from 18. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Durant.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Right side, Green. Back to Durant. Wide open look. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Lowry with the ball. He kicks it to Ibaka. Passes to Siakam. Lowry finds Green. Back to Lowry. Siakam passes to Leonard. This one for 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And looking deeper at some postseason numbers, here's a look at the distribution of 3-point and 2-point shot attempts for the Warriors.
And not too much leaning in either direction. They take shots from range, they take it inside, not getting locked into one pattern. And I think that's one reason why they have such a good flow offensively.
Curry against Lowry. Curry dishes to Durant. Puts it up from 12, and he nails the jumper.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. To the paint. Here's Green. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Curry passes to Durant. He dishes it to Green. Pulls up. Durant, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Green finds Lowry. And here's Leonard from three. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does. And the results speak for themselves.
Here's Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses. In Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Coming off a terrific season, 7th in assists and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Here's Thompson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve, but what impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
2 shots.
The first one falls. So much excitement as we tip off the season. Steve, as a player, did you get butterflies on opening night?
You know, Kevin, I remember my rookie year, that first game. We were playing the New York Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. I mean, the butterflies were flying. And even in my last season, the 14th season, the butterflies were the same. It's something about opening night. It's just special. And no matter whether you're a rookie or you've been in the league 14, 15 years, those butterflies still kick in.
And it tells me you love the game, Steve, even as much your last season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent, even in year 14, 15.
Lets the three fly, buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
Thompson uses those long arms to bother his man there. Got to hang on to the ball tight around him.
Lowry for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Timberwolves. It's stolen by Curry. Durant kicks to Curry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got his second bucket.
Well, this is the thing with Steph. Doesn't just live at the three-point line.
Curry against Lowry to end the run. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but 1 basket.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Got a piece of it. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Lowry. Unloads. That one a little long.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Durant dishes to Curry. That shot off, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry against Curry. Right side Lowry. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up from 19, and the jumper falls for him. Leonard's got 5 now.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Many scouts were surprised by Leonard's quick development, his ability to improve his skills and shot as fast as he did. But the truth is, he was always a very hard worker dating back to his amateur days.
Some changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Raptors also changing it up. C.J. Miles comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Danny Green. Shots good by Green. Well, we're talking about Leonard. In college, he put himself through a really tough regimen.
You know, he would be up and out the house by 5 a.m. He worked out and run basketball drills, usually by himself. This was a part of his daily routine before going to class.
Here's Livingston. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You have to remember, Thompson's grown up in a system where sharing the ball is emphasized.
Here is Lowry. Pass to Leonard. Another shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw tonight. The free throw drops for Leonard. Teams in both conferences battling to get to the NBA Finals. Steve, what do you like to see in a championship series?
Kevin, I would love to see teams that are kind of evenly matched a lot of times, both in style of play and then also to have the stars within the stars. And what I do hate, though, is a team that is at a disadvantage because of an injury. That's the one thing I hate, because you always have the debate, if this player wasn't hurt, what would be the outcome?
It's stolen by Ibaka. And here's Lowry. VanVleet passes to Lowry. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. It's stolen by Bell. Here's Thompson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Last year, getting it done. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
First one falls for him.
Well, finances may be the only thing that can slow down the Warriors. Those star contract placed them way above the salary cap. Big luxury taxes are on the horizon.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And by some estimates, Smitty, the Warriors may spend about $500 million in luxury tax by the end of 2021.
Woo-wee, a cash crunch. Whether it's the new arena in San Francisco, seat licenses, they're looking at every avenue to foot the bill.
Here's McKinney, defended by Miles. Three-pointer, Hits the three-point bomb. McKinney's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Raptors trail by 10. Leonard on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Livingston kicks to McKinney. The pass to Thompson. With the fadeaway. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Livingston looking for the opening. Pass to Thompson. Fade away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 11 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And the post-up game losing favor around the NBA, Steve. But for point guard Sean Livingston, that's his bread and butter.
First, he has a size advantage most every night. And then he loves to get down there in the block. He has the vision to punish teams for trying to dig or double team him when he's scoring.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Warriors, #1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Here's Van Vliet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ibaka outside. Kicks it to Wright. The tray. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
And stolen by Wright. Out left to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Leonard. Five to shoot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Livingston passes to McKinney. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Thompson against Leonard. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Puts one up from 19. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
You know, Klay Thompson has the perfect mentality for a shooter. No fear, no conscience. Just routine, repetition, and a hunger to be great.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Thompson.
What's impressive about Klay Thompson, yes, he is one of the Splash Brothers, but that doesn't mean he has to score to be effective.
The Raptors making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Right with it. Working on your Rebco. Valanciunas finds Miles. Here's Van Vliet. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's McKinney. To the middle. Wants to get it to Jerebko and does.
Good read by Klay. You get the sense he can do this anytime he wants.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
They've got Livingston, Looney out there with Jerebko. Then it's Curry. And it's McKinney in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. Offensive rebound. Count that bucket. Valanciunas has got his first basket of the night.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Curry, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
And Steph Curry, Steve, the #1 selling jersey in the league for the last 3 consecutive seasons. For all the attention, he seems remarkably unaffected.
Just the way he was raised, a great family. His father, Dale, played in the NBA, but made the kids work for things they wanted.
One shot.
It's not an act with Steph. It's just who he is.
Free throw good by Curry.
As we know, Steph's one of the game's most accurate shooters. He's part of the 50-40-90 club.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Right side, Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Miles. Guarded by Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Lose track of Valanciunas, he'll sneak right in there and punish you with the putback dunk.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry passes to Looney. Curry on the wing. 38 points for him last game against Minnesota. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in field goal percentage
and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Free throw good, Miles. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And if you couldn't answer that, they pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, getting you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
Here's Van Vliet. Drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunities.
Inside, here's Livingston. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Well, Steve, when you look at the core of this Raptors team, all in their prime to late prime.
The window is closing for this group. The team should definitely feel a sense of urgency on making the most of this opportunity.
And Miles kicks to Van Vliet. That three off the mark. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Miles the pass to Anunoby. The three. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Livingston dishes to Urebko. They grab their own miss. Curry kicks to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Durant for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. McKinney's checked in. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Urebko. And the Warriors miss again. From deep, Miles gets it to go from beyond the arc. Miles has got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Back to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet looking around. Miles against Durant. Takes it from 10. No good from Valanciunas. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's McKinney. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. And now an 11-point Warrior lead. The Raptors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Toronto calls timeout.
3 titles in the last 4 seasons for the Warriors. Dynasty, that word you don't throw around lightly, but we're witnessing one in Golden State.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 5th, Kevin Durant.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Kerr. Outside for Miles. The three. Rebounded by Urebko. Urebko's got his 4th rebound in this one. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. No good that time. Curry with some nice D. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now Valanciunas. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Curry passes to Urebko. Back to Curry. To the paint. Now here's Durant. He's covered closely. No good there off the double clutch.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Anunoby, good.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
When you watch Anunoby play, he does so much well. Makes his teammates better. Not easy to do as a young wing player. He's a fantastic passer and does a very good job of reading the play.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, coming off a terrific season. First in free throw percentage, and with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
On the wing, Green, defended by Ibaka. The pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Steve, Kevin Durant has talked about how he fits in with the Warriors, both on the court and in the locker room.
Well, he gets his shots within the flow, doesn't have to force it as much. And Stephen Curry, the face of the franchise, that allows KD to just focus on basketball.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
On the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. There's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably number one for me.
No kidding. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Lowry looking around. And he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got his second basket of the night. Warriors leading by 8. Curry finds Green. Jerebko at the elbow. Launches it. No good from Durant. Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Right side Lowry shoots over Curry. That one off the back iron and out.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand, Steve. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believed in Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this team now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off. Last season, Toronto had a very mixed season, to say the least. Franchise record 59 wins and the top seed in the East. It all came crashing down as they were swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Curry outside, hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Leonard against Durant. Leonard draws the double. It's stolen by Jerebko. Outside for Durant. Goes back up. Back to Jerebko. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Another 3 for Golden State. And for the Raptors last season, Steve, it was the ultimate letdown, wasn't it, to have the season end like it did against Cleveland?
Sure was. The team kept insisting things were different last year, and this was their time. Wasn't the case at all. They fell again to the Cavaliers. It was a big disappointment. They looked to shake things up this past offseason.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade
Mind
under 90%.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Raptors trail by 11. Green kicks to Ibaka, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Leonard has it in the corner. Ibaka right side. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc, Siakam misses. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
Toronto calls timeout.
This Toronto offense have been going through a transition the last few years. The team used to take a lot of mid-range shots and run a lot of ISOs. They switched to more of a ball movement-oriented style, and it paid off.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Curry.
And right now, there's nothing the defense can do. You can see them stretching further and further out to guard him beyond the arc, but he just keeps knocking down big three after big three. As a fan, you love it. And as a defender, you just hope it ends soon.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great score. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Green against Green. Here's Lowry. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Good on the triple. 18 points for Klay Thompson.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Siakam. Can they get it? Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Siakam's got his first points of the game. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Serge Ibaka, known for his defense since he came into the league. Still a very capable shot blocker. He has good strength, and he can guard post players much bigger than him.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 4th, Klay Thompson.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Now here's Livingston. He has 7. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. He can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Outside Lowry. Out to Ibaka. Warriors with the rebound. Urebko's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's take a moment to check out Kevin Durant here. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Sean Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up. His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Green in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Leonard finds Ibaka over Green. Bank shot, no good. Warriors leading by 18. The pass to Livingston. Back to Durant. Over Leonard, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Livingston. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Ernie, Steph Curry, he's still redefining the point guard position. To call him a shoot first or a pass first doesn't do him justice. He makes great decisions on the fly. Tremendous creator and ability to improvise. And we saw all of that in the first half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We welcome you back to the beautiful Bay Area with the lights of Oakland illuminating the evening. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka, and it's Siakam in at the power forward.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Outside Leonard. Right wing. Siakam kicks to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ibaka. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Here's Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Back to Durant. Looney kicks to Durant. And he dunks it down.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shots good by Ibaka. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. To the inside. Ball stolen. 2 points. That one goes. Looney's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Well, a high level of scrutiny for this Warriors team. Last season, they led the league in technicals and ejections. Smitty, how important is it for them to get a handle on that?
Well, it's not a good look for them, but they have some competitors, but you have to challenge in the right way. Play with poise, and they're fine when they're on the court.
Curry with a wide open look. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Lowry dishes to Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. Hey, Smitty, with Serge Ibaka, you can bet when the games matter the most, he's going to be locked in.
Yeah, he can be inconsistent during the regular season, but he has another gear he can shift to in the playoffs, and they need that from him. He gives you intensity on both ends, and he can stretch the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. An embarrassment of riches for the Warriors. Steve, who do you think is their best player? Is it Steph, KD? Some might even say Draymond Green with his overall impact.
Well, let's first start off. They have 4 All-Stars, and they all are fantastic. The MVPs are KD and Steph, so it's between those two. I would have to lean on Kevin Durant a little bit better than Steph.
Leonard hits them both.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Green finds Thompson. Great D that time from Green.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Swiped away. Durant wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Raptors trailed by 19. Green taking his time here. Dishes it to Lowry. Back to Green. He kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian, and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
One shot, find the lanes.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Toronto calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Here's Siakam, guarded by Green. Siakam misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Siakam passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Lowry against Curry. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Down low, Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Basket good.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Durant kicks to Curry. On the clock. They double team Curry. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Warriors now. Green dishes to Curry. They double team Curry. Looney with the bucket.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Ibaka. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson from long range. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lowry against Curry. Outside, Green. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry passes to Siakam. With the teardrop, Green, no luck.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Passes to Curry. Thompson surveying the floor. Kicks to Durant. Shoots. Offensive rebound. That one drops for him. Looney's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ibaka outside. And some changes here for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's C.J. Miles in for Green. Goes up off the inbound and misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. The Raptors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Leonard kicks to Miles. Pass to Lowry. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
It's stolen by Green.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Outside for Durant. Durant drawing the double team. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And a brief check of the stats for Kyle Lowry. Last season, he played outstanding. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 7 assists and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Outside for Lowry. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
And the Warriors making a change here. On defense, the Raptors. Out to Thompson. Here's McKinney, and they call an illegal screen here. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
Lowry against Curry. And there's the pass to Thompson. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Bell is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Thompson. And Toronto also making a switch. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Leonard. Fades back. Siakam pulls it in.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Back to VanVleet. Pass to Miles. Shoots over Livingston. And it's Miles missing. Warriors leading by 22. Floats one, and it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 24.
We talk about his three-point shot, but I think his floater is just as good.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Siakam. Can't hit that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Livingston with it. 8 points for him. Shoots over Miles. Accurate with a jumper from the elbow. Livingston's got 10.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside Leonard. From downtown. Here's Valanciunas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Valanciunas eats up so much space inside, he just inhales rebounds.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto.
One shot, gentlemen.
Well, Smitty, we saw with Jonas Valanciunas, the Lithuanian big man, shooting more threes last season.
Valanciunas saw all the other centers in this league add a three-pointer and wanted in on the action as well. Only took about 1 a game, but he shot over 40%.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Miles. Rebounded by Bell. Warriors leading by 23. Here's Livingston. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Miles finds Leonard. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock.
And capable of defending multiple positions, Bell has the speed and length to annoy anyone.
McKinney. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Jerebko. From 12 feet out, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
He always goes strong to the basket when he gets great inside looks.
And here is Curry. He's got 24. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. The Raptors shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Now here's Miles. T right on him. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Valanciunas. Warriors leading by 23. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Livingston, defended by Miles. Lets it go from 11. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shoots the 3. That shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green and Bell are the bigs. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's McKinney in at the 3 slot. Now Livingston. Over Ibaka, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
That one doesn't go. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Green with the block. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore as you look back. Is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I could imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. And the basket by Lowry.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Warriors leading by 22. Outside, Green. Passes it to Thompson. Now, here's Livingston. Defense is right there. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Now here's Livingston. Pass to Green. From 15 feet away, and it doesn't even draw iron. Green's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
More shooter than penetrator. Danny Green pulls up and knocks it down.
Now the feed to Livingston. Bell passes to Livingston. Thompson outside. Second shot opportunity, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 5th assist in this one. Raptors trail by 21. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. There's the pass to Lowry. Count it, good. Lowry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Livingston finds Thompson. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Then this kind of night for Klay Thompson, a deadly streak shooter. He's really feeling it.
Lowry against Thompson. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Livingston.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And here's Green outside. It's not going to go for him.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead, you like him to be more efficient offensively.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Now the dish to Ibaka. And Fred Van Vliet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team?
You know, I love the way Van Vliet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play.
Take a break.
He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
The free throw drops for Ibaka. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piling cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Well, Smitty, when it comes to Danny Green, this guy's got a lot of courage. We know that. The man lives with two enormous boa constrictors.
Jade and Lightning, those are their names. He's had Jade since his days at North Carolina. Said that given his busy schedule, snakes were just a lot easier to take care of than other pets.
Shooting two.
That one is off.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than one free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
He hits the second from the line. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki, reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good example. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. From the high post. That's good on the jump shot. Thompson's got 33 points.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors leading by 22. Pass to Curry. Right block shot. Bell. It's good on the putback.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Ibaka, no luck. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Thompson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thompson's got 35 in the game.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. He tries for three. The Warriors pull it in. Bell's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Green, no luck. Raptors are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Van Vliet. Ibaka outside. Here's Van Vliet. Over Bell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Leonard finds Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Lowry against Thompson. Outside Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 24. Curry with it. Thompson outside. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over Miles. Durant, no good. For Toronto, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And Miles kicks to Van Vliet. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. Right. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Feeds to Lowry. Good D by Thompson. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here is Curry, and Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And here are the Warriors now. Curry passes to Thompson.
I love Kyle Lowry's commitment at the defensive end of the floor. He's a hard-nosed player.
Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got it. The fast break chance. Green with the block. Now Curry. Kicks it to Urebko. Shot clock at 6. Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now here's Miles. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is We haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
Warriors leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Klay Thompson.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was an alpha dog on the offensive end.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They have a 19-point lead. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miles against Durant. It's rebounded by Leonard. It's Miles on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. She's their point guard, force them into different situations, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.